Greeting, people of San Fran Gotham. Damon is at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, so it is I, Sports Bane, who have come to you this morning to bring you your sports update and give you all that you need as you move about your day on Wednesday, January 3rd. The Golden State Warriors picked up a much-needed win, 121-115 over the Magicians from Orlando. I'm telling you right now, they absolutely needed that one. I heard the Nuggets of Denver are going to be up on the schedule next, and they are going to give you permission to die, because that's kind of who they are. A very good game from Jonathan Kuminga. There's no doubt about that. We saw Stephen Curry. Unusual for Stephen. He missed 3 free throws, but he has 36. Seriously,
I can't look at the box score without my glasses. Hello. I am at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I decided to get up early on this morning and give you a little something because this community is just incredible. So I wanted to have you all with a place to hang out and avoid that second or third day back from work that you're probably all still looking to avoid. And it is great to have you here. Thank you so much for stopping on by. Look, the Golden State Warriors absolutely needed to win that game on Tuesday night because Sports Bane is right. The Denver Nuggets are going to be up next. And if you didn't snap this 3-game losing streak with the Orlando Magic, that could have gone to 5 because I don't think anybody's going to really bet on the Warriors to beat the Nuggets the way that they're going and the way that the Warriors are going. But some good signs. A defensively frisky Klay Thompson. Steph Curry, again, got back on his horse, dropped a 36 on the Orlando Magic. And we saw another start for Trace Jackson Davis. Again, he wasn't outstanding, but this guy needs the reps, and he needs the reps out there with the starting 5, which I can't help but notice is just always in flux. Sometimes it's Chris Paul. Sometimes it's Pajemski. Sometimes it's, well, Kuminga's been kind of taken over for Andrew Wiggins, who had 21 minutes and 10 points, 3 rebounds, no assists, 2 steals for Wiggins, only 1 turnover. He was -3. Again, just Andrew Wiggins is not who you hoped he would be after he signed that extension. But I'm not here to complain about a Warrior win. It really stinks that not even 30 seconds after I tweeted what a nice move to the rack Gary Payton had made, he comes up with a hamstring, a pulled something, a strained something. Great. Gary Payton II cannot put, 10 games together at any point in time? It's a real shame because he's a talented player. He's a good player. He's all kinds of frisky out there, but he cannot stay healthy. He's like the Jimmy Garoppolo of the Golden State Warriors. If he played 10 games in a row for you, that's fantastic. No way he plays another 10 games in a row for you after he goes through about 10 games. I mean, he didn't even last a couple of games. Coming back. It's just, this cough is the best. I tell you, go ahead and get yourself a 3-week-long cough. They're the best. But look, I just wanted to come in and say the Warriors needed that one. They needed that one really badly, and they got it. So good on them. You know, there's been an awful lot of complaining, rightfully so. It is nuts that with all these games in the season gone, the Warriors still really don't know who they are themselves. I don't really think I can even explain that. Given the veteran nature of this team, given the veteran nature of their coach, who has seen it all in the NBA, you think that this would be coming a little bit more into focus. Now, maybe it's hard to focus because Draymond Green has been so out of focus for really 2 years now that, they're just off. I mean, the whole team has been off for a while. So It's just it's still an off year. This team is 16-17. They're a game under 500 still. And again, the Denver Nuggets probably put you back to 2 games under 500. But the winning streak is snapped, and at home, anything can happen, except apparently Steph Curry getting a late game intentional foul call. He was hit in the face by Franz Wagner, who is really a very good player. And it wasn't intentional, but the rule book doesn't legislate intent. The rule book says you get a player in the head or neck area, it's an automatic flagrant foul. Well, even though that happened right in front of the Warriors bench, it wasn't. The refs were just like, late enough in the game, we don't even really call that. That was weird. Didn't like that at all. But look, it was a game the Warriors absolutely needed. There's been a few things they've needed this year and haven't gotten. So it was good to see them get something that they needed when they needed it. Huzzah. So, again, like I said, I recorded this early for you. I'm probably surrounded by a kelp forest right now down at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Maybe they got some sort of elixir down there. I can just chug salt water out of a tide pool or something to get this taken care of. I'm sure there's, popping up in the chat right now, a whole bunch of like home remedies. I'm not reading the chat. I'm at the Monterey Bay Aquarium as we speak. But look, I just love you guys so much. I really do. And I didn't want you to sit through an 11 o'clock moment where, you actually had to work or do something. I know you want to get together in here and hang out with each other. Sorry, there's no sip of the day. This is water. I haven't even made the coffee yet. That's how early this is. Just got up early for you. So there you go. Does Damon really love us? Will he get up early for us? Yes, he will. He will. You're an incredible community. I tell you that from the bottom of my heart. Go ahead, like and subscribe if you are new here. Normally, Sports Bane only appears to members. So I'm going to tell you right now, memberships are available, certainly reasonably priced. DM me your address. I'll get you some stickers, and we'll figure out what membership means as we dive deeper into 2024. But I promise there will be perks coming for you other than colorful little badges and stickers or whatever you get when you become a member. But thank you very much for supporting the channel. It means an awful lot. Really, really means an awful lot. And we thank you very, very much for supporting what I'm doing, supporting what my pal Larry Kruger and I are doing. And we're going to be doing it again Friday at 8 a.m., even though it's a game that only a mother could love and not even she needs it. The 49ers do not need to beat the Rams. They don't even need to play the Rams. It's a meaningless game, but Larry and I are still going to have Wake Up for you at 8 a.m. come Friday. Of course, we got live shows on Thursday at 11 a.m. Friday, I know we're going to do a video Sports Phone Friday show. I think we're due for one of those since the last couple of Fridays were off with the holidays. So that's what's coming up. I know for a fact that next week I'm going to lunch with Paulie Mack. So a lunch date probably means an on-air appearance, can't be too far away. And another friend of mine, Ethan Sherwood Strauss, is going to be stopping by on Thursday of next week. I think he's one of the most brilliant writers out there and one of the best minds we have in sports. He took his business to Substack. It is thriving. It's one of the few things that I'm a subscriber to, a paid subscriber to. That's how good his work is. And there's so much going on in the world of media, in sports, that it's time we catch up with Ethan Sherwood Strauss here on The Plus. So thank you so much for being a part of this and for dropping by today. I hope hanging out for about, 6-10 minutes with each other is something that you appreciate doing. I know how much you all get along with each other, and I'm going to tell you that coming into the focus of Plus Mania 3, it's somewhere on the horizon coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. We'll certainly let members know before anyone that date and the location when it actually starts going down. There is absolutely no smooth transition to this other topic, and it's the last thing I'm going to leave you with today. it's significant enough for me to get to. It's a gross story. I mean, but here we go. It almost made the show the other day, but the microphone wasn't set up. The something froze, and we just didn't get to it. Is there a more disturbing story in sports than this Wander Franco story that's happening down in the Dominican Republic? You know, all I can tell you is that when an innocent man is accused of something, they usually run to whatever process they believe can clear their name. And that's the opposite of what is happening with Wander Franco. Now, if those of you do not know what I'm talking about, you probably might not know what I'm talking about because you're not a big baseball fan. But Wander Franco went from huge prospect to all-star to on the run in a very, very short time. Tampa Bay Rays shortstop, and I got this right off the ESPN story, Tampa Bay Rays shortstop Wander Franco was arrested Monday in his native Dominican Republic after being interviewed by prosecutors investigating him for an alleged inappropriate relationships with minors. Franco's arrest on Monday was the result of not showing up for Thursday's requested meeting. So last week he was supposed to show up with a meeting with prosecutors. He no-showed. It's not good. It's not a good sign, right? He no-showed to that, and he was arrested. He is now to be brought before a judge within the next 48 hours. According to Dominican law, no criminal charges have been filed against him, and he is innocent until proven guilty, obviously. But there are multiple people, 2 people, who have accused Franco of inappropriate relationship, and there is a third that has come forward. And again, like that's one is one too many, 2 is too many, 3 is that's not good. A third minor has come forward. No formal complaint to authorities from the third girl, but she's come forward saying that something happened. Look, this is a guy that in November of 2021, 70 games into his career with the Tampa Bay Rays, flashed so much promise that they instantly turned around and agreed on an 11-year, $182 million contract with him. In other words, like, we know we got the goods. This kid can never see free agency, so we're going to buy out his entire rookie contract, any ARB years, and free agency beyond that, and make him more money than he could ever dream of making, you know, early on in his career, and we're going to give him to him 70 games into his career. He went on to an all-star season. He is one of the young best baseball players in the world, but it looks like, you know, he might dabble in a little something we call pedophilia. That's what happens when you're having, you know, relationship with a minor, much less 3 of them. And I guess that makes the awkward bounce to the story that is really weird. Aaron Rodgers on the Pat McAfee show basically saying that Jimmy Kimmel is going to see himself on the Epstein list when it's revealed. Jimmy Kimmel came out firing on Twitter saying, like, how dare you? I might get a lawyer involved if you don't change your tune. Never met the guy, never been on a plane, never been to his island. Where is Aaron Rodgers coming up with this shit? That's something else. It really is. So there is there's just an awful lot of weird to 2024, and we haven't even gotten to the first Saturday in 2024. So Happy New Year. Like I said, you have to the end of the week to say Happy New Year. After that, you better knock it off. I don't know how much happier 2024 is going to be. It's off to a really weird start, but man, these are 2 kind of gross stories. A lot of people are saying when that list of Epstein's islands, you know, who came and went, no pun intended, that Bill Clinton's going to be on it. Can I be honest? Not surprised. We've known that guy's a poon hound since the day we met him, right? But if you're anywhere like banging underage girls because they're drugged out under Jeffrey Epstein. That's problematic, to say the least. I do hope that list comes out. People like that do need to be exposed. So anyway, have a great Wednesday, everybody. Isn't that a happy, weird... Again, I don't know where that fit in the show, so pre-recorded show, that's where that one goes. I can't even imagine what's going on in the chat room right now, but enjoy. Have at it. Thank you very, very much for just peeking in for a little while here. I didn't want to leave you high and dry in the 11 o'clock hour at all. I mean, we might even record some shorts from down at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Other videos will be dropping throughout the day, so keep your eye right on the plus, the channel here on YouTube. And thank you very much for downloading that podcast. Damon Bruce Plus is available anywhere you get your podcasts. Like I said, if you want to support what I'm doing, memberships are available. But if that's even a bridge too far for you, you don't want to drop a super chat, that's cool too. Like and subscribe. That's free, and that helps. So I thank you very much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for helping me, supporting what I'm doing. Going to be back live on Thursday at 11 a.m., and we'll talk again then. But thank you very, very much. And wait, someone else wants to say goodbye. Hold on. I'm not even all the way out of camera. This is terrible.
Because this is not Damon Bruce. This is an alter ego. Thank you very much, Gothamites. You San Franciscan Gothamites, for tuning in here to the Plus. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be with me. Do you believe that that gives you power over me? Do you feel that you are in power? Sports don't build character. They reveal it.